Well, hello, hello, hello. We're here for another straight talk. It's only 5 minutes after one. One of these days we'll do it right at one. We'll see. It is what it is, guys. We're here every Friday, and we're here to give you the straight talk on lots of different topics. You guys can kind of guide us if there's something in particular you want us to talk about. We're happy to do that. One big thing we have been getting is gut health. So it's a major buzzword, not only in social media, but really in any woman's circle, any Facebook group, anything, guys. There's so much information, and a lot of times it can feel overwhelming. We got the GLP-1s, we got the shots, we got, you know, supplements, we've got foods, we got all that, but we want to go a little more in depth this week, and we're going to talk about following your gut, just not in gut health, but also in business and in life. Who wants to start it off this week, ladies?
Oh, I
Miss
will.
Archie?
Yeah, I want to throw some science at you. You know how I am. Got to get that
Let her rip.
science in there. So, do you know that our gut contains over 100 million neurons? That's more than we have in our spinal cord. So, when our grandmothers used to say, follow your gut, that wasn't just an old saying because your gut is actually your second brain and they are directly connected by the vagus nerve. And I guarantee you, 99.9% of you have never even heard of the vagus nerve, and neither had I until my brother went through his cancer and had his vagus nerve readjusted because he had stomach cancer or esophageal cancer and everything down there was affected. And so that vagus nerve thing came up. So your gut is so important. If you have any kind of symptoms like a leaky gut, an inflamed gut, anything that's overloaded with bad bacteria, it's not just your stomach that suffers because I just said that nerve is connected from your stomach to your brain. So that bad gut messes with your mood, messes with your memory, your immunity, hormones, sleep, energy. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. So, a healthy gut equals a clear mind, a balanced body, and a peaceful spirit. Take it away, girls.
Absolutely. I mean, for me, my gut was such a huge issue in my health. It stopped me from losing weight. It stopped me from even wanting to eat the right things because the cravings were ridiculous. Um, ADHD was issues. I was getting injuries like crazy. I mean, people used to joke that I would trip over air. I said that I just did random gravity tests, but the reality is I was off balance all the time and my gut was horrible. I thought, "Oh, I go to the bathroom once a day after drinking my first pot of coffee. I'm good." And the reality is it really, really wasn't. And until I actually started looking into how to have a healthier gut, I didn't know how good life could feel. I really didn't. What about you, Shannon?
Absolutely. It's a big part of it. Also, those gut feelings, you need to pay attention to them because your body's telling you something, whether it's instinctual, is it a response to something in your business? Have you met someone and you're like, I don't get a good gut feeling about that? It just doesn't encompass our health, it encompasses our day to day thought and how we approach business, people, and life. Go
Yeah,
with your gut.
absolutely. In business, a lot of times we get into this flow, right? And we think we're doing all the things and we've listened to all the people and they've told us exactly what it is you need to do. Sometimes it doesn't feel right in your gut. And if you don't listen to it, because, I'm guilty of it. I've done it many, many times. I've had many mentors and coaches and stuff in the past that I'm like, doesn't feel right to me, but they're the experts, right? They're the experts. They've been where I want to go. And I wish now that I had followed my gut and gone, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. Let me dig a little deeper. Um, with my research that I've done over the last few months, thanks to, again, because I've worked on my physical gut health, it's worked with my brain, and I've been able to really look into things and what's best for my business. What's going to make me show up authentically. And again, when you get that health thing going and you get that rolling, your confidence goes up, guys. Your skin feels better, your hair feels better, your moods feel better, and you're able to look at things from a different perspective. You're able to go, well, that doesn't feel right. My gut is telling me no. This needs to stop. My gut is saying that's not how I speak. I want to speak as me. And the stronger we get, our physical, our business and our mental comes along with that, and then it goes into your brand and it goes into your life in general. And the stronger you get these foundational spots, the more authentic you can be in real life. I mean, anybody watching this who has had a really crappy, bloated, yucky day, and you're at work or you're in your home office or you're out in public and you're just like, where's my hat? Where's my trench coat? I don't want to look at nobody. I don't want anybody to see me like this, right? If your gut isn't good, you tend to shy away and you don't want people to see you. So you're not showing up as you. And that's so, so rare right now. You know, people in social media and stuff are way too focused on, do I look pretty enough? Is my lighting perfect? You know, are my
The
nails
metrics.
the metrics and not the right metrics either. We talked about that before as well.
Correct.
You know, you have to figure out where you want to put your money. We all work hard for our money. So where do we want to put it?
Yeah. So
And
let me
sorry, see? You
go
go
right
ahead.
ahead, Miss Shannon.
Well, I was just going to say again, I am going to stand behind this very firmly and say, follow your gut. If something doesn't feel right, if it's not authentically you, it's going to come across. And when people actually deal with you in a business aspect and they realize, hold it a second, you're a totally different person than I expected, maybe you need to change some things up and come across as authentically you can.
Mm-hmm.
So there's fake gut health. I'm talking about the real gut now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If your gut is not healthy, um, you can eat all the right foods. You can eat all the kale and all the blueberries and whatever. And if your gut's not working and it's not healthy, then you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
So let's move that same statement over to business. If you
Absolutely.
if you're faking it till you make it, and how many people do that? Just fake it till you make it. I mean,
I think that's a go-to line.
oh yeah, I've had coaches tell me that, and I'm like, well, I'm not really good at faking it. What you see is what you get, and if you don't like it, I don't care. But that's who I am. So when I say follow your gut, and Shannon and Nikki say follow your gut, number one, make sure your gut's healthy. And number two, make sure your mind is healthy so your business can flow freely and There's, like Nikki said, there's been so many times that I didn't make the right decision because I didn't follow my gut. Now, I'm older than you two ladies, so I've done this more than y'all have, okay? Just saying. Learn from your elders here. Don't make the
Ma'am.
same mistakes I've made. I've had an unhealthy real gut all my life, which what brought on all my insulin resistance and all that stuff. And finally, I found the right doctor, and we did a metabolic reset, and things are working better. And when that one started working, it transferred up that vagus nerve to my brain, and all of a sudden, my business got really clear, and things are really popping. Thanks to both of y'all, by the way. So
Happy to help.
I am
Absolutely.
following my gut.
Absolutely. I mean, I've made mistakes in the past. I've hired VAs that um now I gotta put a caveat here. I hired a company that had VAs, and the one VA that worked for that company was absolutely amazing. She got me. She got what I wanted to put out. She got what I wanted to speak about. However, her boss didn't like that. Her boss thought that I needed to have this pretty and pink polished image. Isn't me, isn't me. I mean, Shannon and I were discussing this yesterday, I believe it was, how absolutely crushed we were over Ozzy Osbourne and Hulk Hogan. Guys, my son was born knowing Crazy Train word for word. He still to this day loves Ozzy Osbourne, and he's in his 20s. I was a metalhead. I am not the pretty and pink kind of girl. Now, do I love hot pink? Absolutely. It was one of the colors at my weddings. But I am not polished in pink. I may look polished on camera some days, but again, I get off the camera and the ball cap's in or the messy bun or whatever. Last week we laughed. You guys didn't see it. You guys didn't see it. Last week we hit end stream and all three of us didn't even blink. All three of us are hands up in our hair, throwing our hair up in a bun. One
Yeah.
of these days I'm going to keep recording and I'm just going to start doing outtakes because you guys, I couldn't make this stuff up if I wanted to.
It's so true. We had
And
the
I had
jewelry coming off and we're putting our hair up. We were like, we're done.
yeah,
It's almost
you
like
know,
we were running a race to see who could get that hair up. I think Shannon won last week, but
I know she's got that down pat, that speed. But I had to let them go. And it wasn't because of that one VA that was trying to get my voice out there. It was because the overall company didn't get it. When I'm getting words, and I've seen lots of other VAs do it, and I've seen lots of companies do it, when you're looking at someone's content and you can point out who made the content based on the wording, because these people and they would never use those words. You know, it's that's what causes a lot of issues in your business. Now, follow your gut. I followed mine. It took me a bit, you know, this wasn't right. It didn't feel right. My content didn't feel right. And then I said, can we try to fix this? Like, I really need this. And we're not saying drop them like a hat. We're saying have those conversations and say, hey, my gut doesn't feel right about my stuff. Can you do it like this? And if they still don't listen, I had to walk away and I was better for it. Did that add up my timeline? So now I'm back to creating content 24/7, or at least that's how it felt, because that's what I thought I had to do. Yes. But at the end, at least my content was authentic and it was in my voice.
And I'm
same
going
here.
to state again, it's so important, right down to your logo, your merchandising, whatever you're doing with your business, because I'm the decal, the merch girl, all the logos, that sort of thing.
We got
You
some cool
also
merch coming out, by the way. You didn't hear it from here, but there is some really awesome merch coming out in the next couple of weeks. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Just saying.
maybe
Maybe.
a little birdie just spilled. But anyway, um, you want to have that also be authentic to you and your business. So you can encompass both. Can you encompass it in a car decal? No, we don't have the ability to do the fine lines and stuff like that. Can you encompass it? I can't talk today. I'm sorry, people. It's been a really rough week. Um, anyway, you can encompass it within your branding, your logoing, everything. And there's ways to make it all fit and match. So, yeah, make it authentically you.
I will say that with these two ladies' help, I have rebranded myself. This is about third or fourth time, but it's okay to change. If the first one don't feel good and it's not you, well then change and change until you get something that's right. And I got something that's right and it's working. And when I post on Facebook now, it's me. It's 100% me. Um, Here just recently, I seriously, well, within the last 3 weeks, started doing that, putting me out there, the real me. And my friends, people I haven't heard from in years, so even some of my high school friends that I graduated with 50 plus years ago, have started commenting on my stuff. And so it kind of makes you feel good when you're being the real you and putting it out there. So, and I'm getting some really, really good, really nice professional comments back too. So makes you feel good.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah. And I mean, that's great to hear because that's the goal, right? Is you want to attract, I'm sorry about the dogs today, guys. It's a little nuts around here. Um, but it's really important when you build a brand to try to show up 100% you. Because like Shannon said, you know, if you run into somebody on the street and you're fumbling your words and you're trying to remember, oh, what does my content make me sound like? I don't want that. I want people to come sit down on my couch. I mean, I can attest RG and I spent 10 days together, 11 days together, other than the random southern accent that showed up out of me after about 24, 48 hours, which is now officially gone and I'm back to me. But it was authentic, right? RG was exactly who she showed me to be online. And she was exactly who I had met over Zoom. And she was exactly who I had spoken with for years. There was none of this, oh, who the heck am I sitting down with now? Oh, there's Mr. Thor.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
he put his head down. He
Yeah.
was peeking up and then he's like, nope, there's a camera. Ears down. I tried.
Yeah. But that's the thing, guys. Like, that's what you want. You don't want to always have to, it's like when you were a kid, right? And if you got into something at home and you had to remember that little white lie, and then you had to remember another little white lie, somebody was always going to find out, right? And if that's how you run your branding, then it's no different as far as I'm concerned.
Yep, absolutely. What you see is what you get. Southern accent and all.
Yes. Another thing, though, I would like to add in is if you're a friend of somebody and they're in a bad situation, you have to follow your gut and really reach out to them. Tell them it's still your choice, it's 100% your decision, but my gut is saying XYZ. I know a few people that had gut feelings about certain things that certain people have done, didn't speak out, and it ended up turning bad in the process. And I mean, this goes way back even to my childhood. You know, friends of friends that I had a bad gut feeling about, and I didn't tell that friend, hey, I have a really bad feeling that so and so is going to start taking advantage of you. Like, maybe you need to just step back a little bit. And I didn't make those calls, and I didn't tell those friends and take the risk. And had I, maybe they would have listened. Maybe they would have gone down the same path. But sometimes you just need to hear from a friend that, hey, I think you're dancing on a dangerous slope here. Maybe it's time to take a peek and take a look at what's really going on.
And then, too, I want to add to that. So,
Mm,
if you see something going on, you've approached your friend, they didn't take it so well, leave it be.
Yeah.
At some point, be there for their support, because things may play out that it doesn't work out well, or they finally realize, okay, yeah, you're right. Like, I'm going down this road, I'm not happy. Support is everything. The three of us have such immense respect and support for each other. We really champion each other. We try to bring out the best in each other. And it's an amazing experience. It's an amazing friendship. And truly, just, you don't have to wear your heart on your sleeve, but support can be in so many different ways that you can provide it. So just hang in there, kind of stay in the background, check in every once in a while, and hey, am I needed?
Absolutely.
yeah, absolutely. And a lot of times when you're that person that's just not ready to hear it, when you are ready to hear it, you go back to the ones that had the courage to say, hey, maybe you need to take a look at this. And are your boundaries working? Have you focused on your boundaries? Have you set your boundaries? You know, and again, it goes back to your gut, guys, because when your gut's not feeling good, you don't think clearly. I mean, brain fog is one of the main, it's huge. When your gut is unhealthy, brain fog is massive. Chronic fatigue is another huge symptom, sorry. So if you're not sleeping right at night, it could be your gut, right? You could be a very, very healthy person, okay, and still have a bad gut. So maybe you go to the gym 6 days a week, 7 days a week. Maybe you eat all the right foods. Maybe you're doing all the right things, but you still have brain fog. Or you have the chronic fatigue. You have mood swings, irritability. Like, you go from night to day in the blink of an eye, or you're a Sagittarius. But, you know, anxiety and depression, inflammation, stalled weight loss, and here's one that kind of made, we don't like to talk about it, ladies, smelly gas. That in itself is such a huge part of a bad gut. And we
Mhm.
might not even realize it. You know, hair thinning, skin issues, and the list goes on and on. I mean, you got anxiety, depression, all these things that are side effects of an unhealthy gut. Now, again, maybe it's a simple tweak. Maybe it's a simple supplement. Maybe you do need the shot. We're not saying, we're not pro Ozempic. We're not, it's not in our books. It's not something we choose. But if that's your decision, then, we're here to support you in that decision as well. Because at the end of the day, your body, your decision. We're not here to tell you do this or don't do this. We're just coming to you with our experiences. And for me, simple supplement changes helped me follow a proper diet, helped me get my exercise, helped me move around, helped me sleep better, all the things. And I mean, actually, quick side note here. Um, we were doing a small job with my husband's landscaping business over the weekend. And I was talking with the lady who owns the house, and we've been friends for years. She's like, "What's with the water? Like, where's your coffee?" Like, I drink 2 cups. Maybe on a rough day, I'll have 3 cups of coffee a day. She's like, "What? The size of a pot?" And I'm like, "No." I said, "I'm down to 2 cups of coffee a day." She's like, "You were like a 3 and a 4 pots of coffee a day kind of girl." How? I took care of my gut, and I don't need it. I don't need the caffeine to go to sleep. Because, yes, I was that caffeine dependent for years that I couldn't go to sleep at night without a cup of coffee. I couldn't, you know? So it might be little changes to you, but for me, that was huge. To go from 4 pots a day down to 2 cups a day. And then I noticed all the other things that were caused from that massive dose of caffeine every day. Because it wasn't just the caffeine, it's the cream and the
The
sugar,
cost.
the cost, you know.
Timmy's misses you.
Oh, I'm sure somebody lost part of their bonus checks over the last couple of years,
Yeah.
especially from when I lived in the city and it was like a 4 stop a day with the 30 ounce. Yeah. Somebody lost their bonus check after I got my gut health clean. I'm pretty sure on that.
So I want to leave. Well, we're not ready to leave, but I want to throw this in. A woman who heals her gut heals her ability to feel again, to think clearly, and to trust her body. And that healing gets passed down through every meal, every word, and every generation she touches.
Oh,
Let,
I love that.
let that soak in.
Love that. You're going to have to message me that because I love that one.
I will.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, it's so true. Everything we do on a day-to-day basis is part of our legacy, right? So if you're not taking care of yourself, how can you pass on a healthy legacy? And as women, we're born to build a legacy, period. Whether it's through our children, our grandchildren, our, friends, our families. Women are born with this need to take care of people. It's just how we're built, guys. So if we don't take care of ourselves, how the hell can we think that we can take care of others?
Exactly.
But yet we do. We raise our children. We teach them to eat properly, drink properly, take care of themselves, get enough sleep. But are we doing it for ourselves?
No,
No,
we're
not.
not. We're not modeling the behavior that we want our children to learn. I mean, I was the mom that hid in the pantry with a bag of chips in the middle of the night so no one heard me. I'm the one that sat in my pickup truck and ate a chocolate bar because there's no way I'd get a chocolate bar through that front door without my boys sniffing it out, you know? No, we're not doing any more junk food in this house, guys. Okay. Yeah, well, while you're at school or while you're at this activity, I'm going to sneak over to McDonald's and get myself a massive thing of fries and a burger and chug it all down. And then I'll pick up the kids and I'm all back to, no, we eat healthy and natural. Yeah, no. I've had a
Practice
couple,
what you preach.
right?
You need to be authentic, but also allow yourself those cheat moments. Like you don't have to be perfect.
No. And I mean, that's a big thing too, is, people think that you have to eat 100%, 150% of the time. You know, You can have healthy snacks. RG's got some amazing frozen yogurt things that I tried to duplicate here, but they weren't quite as good. But you know, you have healthy treats, and it's okay if you want that bag of chips. Just maybe take a bowl, right? Instead of the whole bag, have a bowl.
It's okay too if you want a serving of McDonald's French fries.
Absolutely.
My thing is,
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't do it very often, but my thing is my puppies like those fries. So I'll have one and I'll give each of them one and, back and forth. So I use my dogs as an excuse to go get some French fries.
Well, they appreciate it, I'm sure.
Oh, they love it.
Moo
As do
likes her
you.
Timbits. Moo loves her Timbits. So, I got to get something for all the dogs. So I end up getting a 10 pack, and then I've got, but there's always a few left over.
So what we're saying to you is we mostly trust our gut, but sometimes we're not as healthy 100% of the time. And that's okay because look at us. We're beautiful. So
Yes.
we're not
And it's
perfect.
all in moderation, guys. It's all in moderation. And that fits with your business as well. Some of us are built for grinding. There are people out there that are built to work 365 days of the year. There are others that are built for 1 week planning, 1 week putting things together, third week go hard, and then the fourth week rest. And that's okay. It's all about what works for you. And sometimes if you're trying to force it, people can see. They can see when you're trying to force it.
And be gentle on yourself.
Absolutely. Yes.
Like, I hate to say it, but the dishes aren't going to leave. They're not going anywhere. The
Unfortunately.
dog hair keeps coming back. So, if you don't vacuum it that day, it'll be there tomorrow with a little bit extra, but it'll be there.
2 for 1.
So,
I
yeah.
have I have to tell you something that one of my coworkers many, many, many years ago told me. I was just anal about keeping the house clean because Josh was, oh gosh, he might have been 3 years old at the time. And I just thought that there couldn't be any dust. There shouldn't be anything on the floor. Uh, all dishes had to be done. My house had to be spotless. So what she said to me is exactly, Shannon, what you said is that, that stuff's never going to go away, but at some point your son's going to grow up. Spend every second you can with your son and don't worry about those dishes. Don't worry about that dirty floor. And that's something I adopted. Then he grew up, got married, and um, he likes to keep his house cleaned as well. So I reminded him of that. I said, "You have two of my bestest grandbabies. Spend time with them because they're going to grow up and leave you too." And so we just both kind of rolled over a new leaf. Now, after he moved out, I was lonely and, all I had to do was clean house. So it became spotless. Now that I've retired, I don't give a damn what my house looks like.
Oh, good for you.
And when Nikki came to visit, I apologized to her. I said, I was going to clean house, but yeah, it didn't happen. Like she was going to care one way or the other.
No, well, and I'm even offering, I'm like, well, if it really bothers you, you've got the height factor. How can I help? Which involved me tying back rose bushes and stuff that was way too, it took me a step stool. It would have taken her and Papa Santa a full on ladder. But with me, I just needed 2 steps and I had everything tied back, But there's another thing, guys. If there's something that bugs you, or that you just don't feel like doing because it doesn't fire you up and it doesn't energize you, maybe you outsource. Maybe it's time to outsource. Whether that's hiring a cleaner, whether that's buying a new dishwasher, right?
whatever.
Maybe it's hiring a pet walker. Like if you're so busy and your dogs need to run around and you don't have the umph and you got to record, if there's any pet walkers in the area that want to take on, call me up. Right around this time every week would work fabulous. But that's the thing, guys. Find something that's going to free up your time, because something as simple as a dishwasher might make all the difference in your world. Or like I did at one point, we were so busy. I had a working washer and dryer, but I had a farm. I was homeschooling my kids and I was working full time. It was easier for me to once a week or every second week take 5 garbage bags, 6 garbage bags with laundry to the laundromat, because I could get it all done in 3 hours. Bedding, towels, couch covers, kids' clothing, my husband's work clothing, dog beds, dog blankets, the works. It was done, and it was done in 4 hours. I could have never gotten that volume done in 4 hours running mine. Now, I could have probably done a load a night. That would have been another option. But for me, at the end of the day, I was so tired. I just didn't have the energy. And again, my gut was horrible back then. And I would throw a load in the wash and remember 3 days later that it needed to go in the dryer. So I would have to rewash it. 3 days later, there's some clothes in this house that have been washed more than they've been worn.
I'm laughing with you because I've done the same thing. As a matter of fact, I've got some in the washing machine right now that needs to go to the dryer.
So everybody,
Mine stings to me. So I don't know. That's one thing I can't do, is leave it in the laundry. That's one of my anal practices, I guess we'll call it. And if that dryer dings, man, those clothes are coming out, or they're going through another heat cycle, because I like folding them a perfect way. Hubby knows this. He laughs every week. He goes out of town, I wash his clothes, and he's like, yeah, I can fit more shirts in when you fold them. It's like, thanks, I think.
Well, we're telling off on ourselves because we're not perfect little women here.
Yeah. Well, and this is what straight talk's about, guys. Like, you're getting the straight facts here. Nobody's perfect. We're not perfect. Everybody has their quirks. We just admit to ours on an open platform in front of potentially thousands of people. But hey, it's Friday. We're here to have a good time. So, was there anything else we wanted to cover today, ladies?
I believe you have a logo to share.
Oh, yes. Oh, and I did not pull it up at first. My goodness. Oh, my.
We have been promising, and today is the day that that logo gets released to the public.
All right. Let me share this screen. I can find the right application. Now, Facebook page and all that is getting updated today. Some of the graphics have been put up. You've probably seen it in some reels that I have been doing, as well as Shannon. But here is our official new Rebel Soul Solutions logo. So Rebel Soul Business Edge is being renamed Rebel Soul Solutions because we're here to help you find the solutions for your business, and solutions that fit your business, your voice, your brand. It's not how we do it. It's not in our voice. It's in your voice. And if you're unsure as to what your voice is, we're actually putting together some projects and offers to help you come up with just that. We have some audits coming up, audit offers, mini audit, with a Zoom to go over them one-on-one with you. And I have a pre-audit checklist. So you have the ability to kind of DIY and clean up your page a little bit before I get in there. And then this way we can give you some real true feedback and help you get it all cleaned up.
And it won't just be one person, it'll be all three of us checking things for you. We'll put 3 sets of eyes on there to make sure that we give you the best service that you can possibly have.
Absolutely, because it's really important that you have all those different views, right?
Because we all come to business with a different view and a different outlook. And so when you have a combination of all three of us, you're going to get some good stuff. And just let me say, look at those eyes on that little kitty cat.
I know. Shannon did absolutely amazing. And then this is our new cover photo as well.
Woo-hoo.
And we've been having a little bit of fun with this Jaguar as soon as it came up. So the Phoenix is gone. The Phoenix has been retired, and it's time to get super loud, super confident, and make your strategy and your branding really, really, really stand out.
Yes.
Trust me, that stands out.
Oh, now we got all kinds of weird things. There we go.
There we go.
It moved around too. Woo!
It's okay. We're just all ladies in a line. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
around the rosy today, guys.
If anyone knows any one of us, that logo encompasses each and every one of us.
Yeah. And that was the big thing, was finding something that really, other than a pea pod, that really spoke to the three of us and what we bring to the table. Because guys, this is a whole new way of doing your branding. We all have different strengths. We're all embracing our personal strengths, and you're getting 3 for 1. You know, and we're really honestly and truly here to help you build your business, your brand, and make it so it's your legacy.
And authentically you.
And authentically you. So those of you catching this on Spotify, you did not get to see the logo. Go, the page should be changed later today. Look up a Rebel Soul Solutions page. We are going to be refreshing the group, the page, all that stuff. And you know, we're ready to get going on these audits. You can reach out and we can get you all set up, and we're really here to help you do this authentically and build that legacy
With a healthy gut.
with a healthy gut.
That's important.
We use our gut. We use our gut with this stuff, guys.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's about it for today. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Yes.
And take care.
It's a wrap.
That's it. Have a good one.